Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're forming the stud work finally inside. So we've done all the first fix for the for all the electrics. The first fix for the plumbing can be done afterwards, but I'll go through that when the plumber's here. So if I just pan you around, you can see all the cables now coming down the wall. That's for the consumer unit over there, but you can see lights for cables for lights. Now the reason why you can see certain sections where the stud work is, where I've put plasterboard and a DPM layer. So I've got a vapor barrier, control barrier here. I'm actually using fallback plasterboard, so that's like another vapor barrier control. The reason why I put the stud work there, not stud work, sorry, the plasterboard there, is because I didn't want the plasterboard touching against the timber if the timber was up inside the ceiling, so to speak, because I wanted the ceiling to be separate from the internal side, so there's no cold air breach, because obviously it's going to be lovely and warm in here and it's going to be cold above there because we've got open eaves, or it's going to be vented soffits, so you're going to have a free flow of air going all the way up through, which is going to be cold, and then you're going to have warm air rising, and you just don't want any cold meeting warm air, and then it's going to get wet, and then all of a sudden you get a leaky, mouldy patch up in the roof there, or underneath. So that's the reason why I've gone for this option, just do it all afterwards. So now I'm forming the stud work. So inside space here, from that wall, I've said it right from the very beginning, it was 3 meters deep, so that's 3 meters. And now we've established the width of the, can you see me? Not sure if you can see the bathroom size there. Yeah, you can. Right, so, and the bathroom size is 1.4 meters in width, and then obviously it's 3 meters deep running all the way through there. So now I'll just form the corner of all the walls, because this is a corner, and that's a corner. So the way you do that, guys, or the way, I'm not doing it like I formed the corners on the exterior walls. These are the interior ones, so I needed to get a noggin through there to connect into the next stud. So you just put the same width of the material that you're using. So in this case, it's a 6-inch. So I couldn't get 4x2, so I had to use 6. I could have ripped them down, but there's just no point. So I'm going to put the 100mm Celotex in these walls just for sound, you know, sound transfer between the rooms. But anyway, so to form the corner, put them either side, and then put some blocks in between, fix them through, and then you can connect your next stud onto that. So the size of the doors going in here are 686mm, okay? Then you've got to allow for your door linings. Door lining thicknesses are roughly 27mm, and then 10mm around it for wedging room. So we're going to have 400mm centres coming off all the walls, and it'll all work for plasterboard sheets. And off that wall, we were opting for a pocket door in there, but the customer decided they don't want to put pocket doors in there, so we're just gone for not the smallest door possible, because the smallest door is 610, which is just too small. So the next size up is 686. So, but I'll go through all that with you in a minute. But anyway, I've just cut all the studs that I need. So these were 5/4s, so I cut them at 2.7, and then I'll just go over to the bench. I know the sizes of the studs. I think they're 2, 3, 10, but I will just double check. It's always good to double check before you start replicating your cuts, so you don't want to make a mistake. So obviously you just measure from sole plate to head plate. Just go, babe, and realize you can make it anyway. Yep, 238. 238, perfect. Right, so let's cut some of the studs. And you remember when I showed you how to form the external walls? whichever way you want the crown to go. So in this case, on this side, I've got the crown going that way. And then on the return wall, going back into that gable end, I've got the crown going that way. So if you just want a reference, remember, just mark an arch line of the crown and you can't go wrong. Let's cut some of these studs. There's a slight crown in that, so put it that side. I think I've already got 400mm centres put on there, but I will just double check.
A long time ago, Josh.
So just a little bit further over, but we'll just get the first one plumb and go from there.
Taken from his 1982 going, and he's also had a picture in the it is, of course, still challenge. Well done, Graham. Just down over shell out.
Right. Let's get the first one. First one in and done.
And also for Oliver, tomorrow.
So yeah, that's 400.
This song's taken from a Disney film called Encanto, and it was #1 on the
UK
charts last week, I think. And it's
377
ever in 70 years of the UK charts with Disney songs to #1.
Right, just check them for square, and then we can get the first one. Right. Just tap it back a bit. Just come a little bit out. There you go. That's it, that's better. I'll just double check it. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right. We'll get some fixings in there, and then we'll just cut. What I had to do when I measured the overall head, I was a tiny little bit off of my measurement, so I had to cut off the ends. I already pre-marked them, so I've just got to get the first one right, mark them all out 400 centres and do it all from there. Then you can't go wrong. Okay guys, so that's just a simple way how to set them all out. Obviously you know how, from the previous sections of my videos, all the other episodes of how I showed how to form a square corner by using the 3-4-5 method. So that's exactly the same method that I used for all these studs here, but because I know that all the walls are perfectly square, I can just measure off of those because I built them myself. So if I was forming a square corner which something wasn't square, then of course I'd use the 3-4-5 method. But that's how you do it, guys, all right? And then I've just fixed all the studs, all the plates into relative fixings, so into a joist below, into a joist above. So, okay guys, so if you're enjoying these videos, if you want to see a little bit more in depth of how to do the studs, plasterboarding, insulating, all that sort of stuff, just leave a like and a comment down below and I'll try and get back to you all as soon as I can. But really enjoying this series, and hopefully you'll see it all plastered and finished within the next couple of weeks. So, okay guys, take care and I'll see you on the next one.